I'm Tabitha with WGN Radio, and I am here in the WGN Radio Green Room with Tim from Lender. And we're chatting a little bit before he goes on with Steve Bertrand for the business lunch. So Tim, why don't you share with people what you do and where you work?
Great, thanks Tabitha. So I'm the CEO of Lender. Lender is a specialty finance company that lends to small businesses throughout the United States. Typically we're in the range of $250,000 to $10 million in revenue we see from our businesses, and we lend anywhere from $10,000 up to $600,000.
Great. So you and I have been chatting in here for a little bit, talking a little bit about what you guys do. And I know that we have a lot of followers on LinkedIn specifically who are small businesses and entrepreneurs. So give us a little bit of insight on kind of what the biggest misconception is in the business that you are currently in.
Absolutely. And if I start sweating a little bit, just a little warm in here. But
hot in here.
One of the biggest misconceptions, I think it's kind of a twofold, is a lot of people, there's been a lot of peer-to-peer lending, and we're in kind of the business specialty finance, and a lot of startup companies will come to us and start looking for capital. And we really need businesses that have been in business for at least 1 year. So that's kind of the first misconception. And the second one, I think, you know, the payday lending space, which I think has done a very horrible job, if you will, in some of the annual rates that they're charged, annualized of 300-400%. We don't do that. Our rates go as low as 13%, up to 36% APR. So I think those two are a really big misconception on what a business owner comes to us for, is more of a business loan, a factoring for staffing, or an advance for their future receivables. Mm-hmm. And it's a little bit different than a startup or a payday type of lending.
And the businesses that you're seeing, are they more in infant stages, or where exactly?
I would say most of our businesses are established.
Okay.
Like I said, we require 1 year in business, and so most of them are established. But you know, we don't shy away from someone that's just been in business for a year. We have companies that have been in business for 35 years. So we're proud to be able to lend to somebody that's been in a business for a year or 35 years.
Got it. So technology is something that I think is impacting all industries holistically. What are some of the challenges you're facing in your industry specifically when it comes to technology?
Yes, technology obviously is a big player in every industry, and so from us, you know, the underwriting mileage always have been a rear facing, and with today's technology, it allows us in real time to look at our clients' banking through other different channels, LexisNexis, Thomson Reuters. We can look at if they have tax liens, open BK bankruptcies. We're able to look in real time, and also because of that, give an offer to a lot of our clients in 4 hours or less. And typically we can fund them in 24 and 48 hours. So we've really strived in ramping up our technology, if you will. We call it our wizard, and it allows us to look at a client within 15 minutes and get a really good idea where that client stands for us.
Got it. So whenever, you know, we chat with entrepreneurs or small businesses, everybody talks about kind of a secret sauce that they need to be successful. And in some cases, a lot of those businesses are what we call like unicorn businesses that just happen to have a really good idea. They stumbled to be, you know, thriving at a really good time. So, you know, you engage and interact with a lot of small businesses. Realistically, what are some of the tips that you have for businesses to thrive in today's environment?
Well, I would first say that they need to have I don't know, a smaller business sometimes have the personal checking account. Mm-hmm. That's kind of you won't get financing that way. You need to have a business checking account. They also look at, you know, cash in and cash out, cash flow analysis. So having daily balances, having end of the month balances that you're showing that you're paying your bills, looking at your trade lines on the credit, making sure that your trade lines are being paid, you're not past due. Another area is you see a lot of small businesses will have 20, 30 inquiries in the last 2 or 3 days. So that affects your credit score. And so being smart about that, shopping and having a partner, one lender, and utilizing that lender for that financing is a much smarter way to go. There's a lot of other things. Obviously, you know, we talked about paying your bills, not getting into a tax situation, paying your employment tax as a business owner, budgeting correctly, looking at if you're going to do some type of amortization, if you're in trucking, to depreciation schedules, to understanding a lot of different things in business, and we're always happy to help our clients and educate them on from cash flow analysis to just basic 101 business, if you will, and we really like doing that with our clients today.
Great. Well, I'm excited to hear what you're about to talk with Steve about, more about Lender and your business, but thank you so much for chatting with us and sharing some of your expertise with our LinkedIn followers.
Appreciate it.
And we'll learn more.
Thank you.
Thanks.